Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video, I'm talking about a new interchange run that I've been working on and it's had a lot of success. It's totally different to doing all the barter trade items out the back of Goshen, Oli, and Idea, and it's moving on to using computers. And honestly, minimum 500k, maximum, well, you can get GPUs, so that does put it out of proportion, but you can make up to 1 or 2 million if you get extremely lucky. And just generally, I've been making on average between 500 and a million rubles per run in around 9 to 12 minutes. And I can increase that time or lower it depending on how aggressively I want to just sprint out everywhere and where I'm going. So enough talking. Without further ado, let's crack straight into it. All right, so the format, I'm going to show you exactly the areas I'm focusing on and why I'm focusing on that. And then I'm going to show you a complete raid of how I do it and the amount of money I make from it and all that. So had a lot of success, and so this is how it works. So this is where you spawn. This is the outside of the map, and there's pretty much two sides of the map that you're going to spawn on. You're going to spawn on the Idea side, where you could be all the way up at the railway extract, all the way down to the power plant, or you could spawn on the Emicom side, and you could go all along the the southeastern side wall. I don't know what you call it, the Emicom side. If you spawn on the Idea side, the objective is to get into Idea, the main office. If you feel like you can be first there, you go into the main Idea office. Now, this one's located right on the perimeter side wall, and you go in there. You're not checking the actual computers itself. You're checking the loose spawns to try and get any GPU Tetrises, but you pick up absolutely everything you find in there as you're running through there. Once you're finished from that, you're going to head down and to the other computer rooms, and I'll explain that in a minute. I want to focus on the outside of the mall first. If you spawn on the Oli side of the mall, being the the Emicom side, the objective is to get inside when you feel like it's safe enough. Sometimes if you get a close spawn, you can just sprint straight in. If you don't, you might need to just be a little bit more patient so you don't get clipped on the way in. But your objective is to get to where the Oli logistics room is and all those back computers there. So the way it works is you run in, you come in the staircase. If you're on the front mall side, and you'll go to the Oli logistics area. If you're on the back side of Oli, you're actually going to go into the computer room area where there's the multiple computers hidden away in the back, located here. Now, I'm going to start with the Oli logistics side. If you spawn on that side, this is the pathing I would take. You'd spawn Oli logistics side. You'd loot all the computers on that end. There is one in each of the offices there, and there's some extra ones in the back office down the bottom. And then you would cut across Oli when you feel like it's safe. You need to be a little bit cautious because there's a lot of people going for barter items here and running towards tech stores. And then you go across to the other computer rooms. Once you've done that, it's really up to you. You can actually kind of extract from there. You don't need to get any more because generally that's enough computers to pretty much fill you. But if you want, you can go back through Oli, past the escalators going up and down, and then go into the back offices of the Goshen area where the computers are. And you've got computers there. You run straight across the other side of Goshen, and you got computers on the other side of there. From there, I would definitely be extracting because you've already got well enough loot. It's really dictated by your backpacks. Now, if you were spawned on the Idea side, you'd try and primarily get to the Idea office, the main office, loot all the loot spawns in there. You're aiming for graphics cards and Tetrises, but anything else is a bonus. Just grab whatever's loose. And then you will head down to the back office where the Goshen manifest is for the database part 1 quest. And you'll loot the computer rooms there, and then you head across Goshen down to the other computers, and you'll loot the computers there. If you feel like you need more loot, you can go through Goshen or around the front past the Oli to the back office areas of Oli where there's the 3 rooms full of computers, and then you head out. It's very straightforward. The computers at the moment are selling a lot, like the parts are selling for a lot of value because CPU fans are required for stuff like LEDXs and upgrading the Bitcoin farm and graphics cards and all that kind of stuff. Actually, it's not LEDXs, but graphics cards, I think it is, and upgrading the Bitcoin farm. And a lot of the parts now are worth between 10 and 30,000 rubles. I even grab DVD drives and then just chuck them when you get too full because they still do sell for like 6 to 10k. And you can use these items to level up your crafting skill in the hideout. The DVD drive with, I think, a screwdriver turns into 2 circuit boards or something like that. And that makes even more money as well. So these items are not only good for just selling on the flea market, you could actually use them as crafts in your hideout. If you've got a spare scav junk box and you want to chuck some extra stuff in there, you actually make more value from it. Feel free to do it that way too. I would highly recommend doing that. Level up your crafting skill and also make more money. All right. that's enough talking. What I want to do is I want to get into a run. I'm going to show you a complete run and then the selling at the end of it. And hopefully you guys will learn something from this. All right, in the raid. So, money run. Focus. Focus. Depending on where you spawn, so we're spawning on this side. This is my new and improved money run. Nighttime works best. And obviously I've got... You can pop an SJ6 stim if you wanted to. I've got max strength and endurance, so it's kind of like having an SJ6 stim anyway. If I spawned on this side, I'd be fairly tempted to check the computer room just in case there's a GPU and Tetris in there. But it's not the main focus. And you can do this... you can take the rubles in if you wanted to take the car extract, but I probably wouldn't bother. So if you do spawn on this side, I probably would check idea just for the chance you get a graphics card or a Tetris. Get some stamina. But I wouldn't stick around. That's the only thing though. So you're checking there, along here. You literally grab everything you can. There are computers in here, but we're not going to loot them. Check there. Checking top, bottom. I think PSUs are still selling for like 60 to 80k. All right, and then we're outie. We're not sticking about here. We're not even going to check for the lines. I'll show 2 different variations of this run. I think this is the best way to make money in Tarkov right now. Most consistent way to make money in Tarkov right now. Oh, let's go this way, sorry. All right, in here, there is, I think, 5 computers.
I absolutely adore the raid series. DHX less than 3.
I'm glad, dude. Maybe got 6 computers in here. Gonna run straight across. Not stopping for no one. Computers in here. Loading computers, red and sleeper. Easy money, man. Particularly CPU fans, SDs are worth like 40k. Because you sell them to the Peacekeeper for like $330. So it's the same as 40k and it fits in your dock case. So even if you die, you still make it that money. Cords you can turn into wires, which means 2 cords is about 100k. Because we're a nice person, we'll turn the alarm off. Now, literally, I would probably consider extracting with all that, because they're all worth a lot there. But I'm going to show you the rest of the computers that you can loot. I'm just that much of a nice guy. There's 2 computers in here. Is it first and third? One here. One here. Have you got the admin key? That's this one. The logistics key is this one. Yeah, the cash register keys ones there. Another computer in here. Another one in here. Nope. All right. And now the last bit of computers I'll show you. I would totally just extract now, but I'm going to show you the rest. 2 computers in this spot here. One there and here. Keep on running, la 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 la. These doors are open, you know someone's been here. Computers in here. You got one here. The SSD. One here. And then the last two rooms to loot. And they've got computers as well. There's about 5 in that one. There's about another 5 in that one. But I don't know how many computers there in total. I'll do a count. But that is every computer. And then you just run to extract. The whole run so far has been just under 10 minutes. There'll be 10 minutes by the time we get out. But if you take an SJ6 stem, you'll be able to run it just as fast as this. I did it without a stem. And that's every computer in Interchange, pretty much. Look at that. Right on 10 minutes. Done. All right. 480, count. 64, 480, 013. No, I'm not including the AK. You actually make more money selling those to Peacekeeper, by the way. But it's just easier if I can do it this way. What was our starting cost, starting price, guys? Somehow my calculator cleared. So 64 480 013 65 161 365 tank 64 480 013 681,352 rubles in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something from this. There was a lot to cover, and I tried to condense it to make it as short as possible, but to give you the raw understanding of how I do this loot run. I have multiple other videos on loot runs, different pathings to take. If you've watched to this point of the video, understand a lot of people watch my videos, and there will be a lot of people doing this right now. So it might be a little bit shit to do for a few days, but then like in a week or two, it'll be really good again. Look at the other loot runs I've got, all the barter trade ones at the back. I have a video. I'll have a link down below to a few of the videos, or up the top on one of the sides for you. And you'll be able to see there's multiple ways to make money. There is a video I made about how to make money in Escape from Tarkov, focusing on just building your own loot runs. But generally, these people like to just get the raw information fed to them so they can just copy something so they don't have to think about it themselves. I understand. I'm like that with Path of Exile. I don't like making builds in Path of Exile, for example, but I love using other people's. So we'll wrap this one up here. If you haven't done so already, please do like the YouTube algorithm. Really does help out with discoverability. Comment as well. It goes a long way. And if you've watched a few of my videos and you've enjoyed them, consider subscribing and notification bell for keeping up to date with the latest information. But lastly, guys, I'll see you next time.